How does a company engage customers in electricity system planning? Ontario's energy regulator, the Ontario Energy Board, requires electricity distribution companies to get meaningful customer input and demonstrate that their distribution system plan, DSP, is responsive to customers' values and priorities. The DSP is the foundation for rate increases over the next 5 years. Leaders at EnerSource Hydro Mississauga Incorporated, the electricity distribution company for the City of Mississauga, Ontario, carefully assessed traditional approaches for soliciting customer feedback, such as brochures, surveys, focus groups, and workbooks, and recognized the limitations of those approaches. Instead, they contracted decision partners to design and conduct a comprehensive customer consultation process. Using their proprietary mental models technology, decision partners interviewed a cross-section of EnerSource's customers to gain in-depth insight into the customer's values, interests, and priorities. Decision partners' research demonstrated that most customers did not have a sufficient understanding of the electricity system to provide meaningful input into the DSP. Additionally, customers were unclear about the company's role in the electricity system and were confused about the costs associated with EnerSource's distribution as part of the overall electricity system.
There are thousands of consumers like you plugged into this network every day. At EnerSource, our job is to bring electricity to you.
Building on the research findings, Decision Partners and its interactive decision support technology IDST partner, MedRespond, proposed an engagement solution to clarify EnerSource's power delivery role and enable engagement of a broad range of customers in thoughtful conversations with EnerSource leaders about the DSP. MedRespond created a state-of-the-science website to bring the foundational research to life using its synthetic interview platform. MedRespond's interactive website simulates a one-on-one conversation through a combination of streaming video and artificial intelligence.
Welcome to the EnerSource Long-Term Plan Dialogue website. I'm Gia DiGiulio. This site will allow you to give us some feedback on our long-term plan while also answering some of the questions that you may have.
EnerSource customers experience direct interaction with the video hosts.
The 4 priorities are all interrelated. We'll start by focusing on reliability.
An important part of my job is listening to customers regarding their needs and their expectations related to the services we provide.
Discussion topics focused on key customer comments and questions identified through the mental models research. Customers were able to select and view the various modules of interest to them. Video prompts provided an opportunity for customers to make comments or ask questions. Questions were then interpreted by artificial intelligence algorithms and matched with the most appropriate pre-recorded video responses.
During the rapid growth of Mississauga, much of the expansion of the electricity system was paid for by developers who passed along the cost as part of the price of the houses they built. Today, as LDCs like us replace infrastructure, these changes are primarily to support continued electricity delivery to existing homes and businesses. So these costs have to be passed on to our electricity users and can't be offset by charges to developers.
The EnerSource hosts also asked customers for their feedback and comments.
What questions do you have about the system renewal plan?
The IDST enables collection of data in real time that can be reported periodically, so that changes in stakeholder perceptions over time can be assessed. EnerSource's customer IDST program delivered far more value than traditional approaches, and the quality and value of the customer engagement was significantly higher, and the outcome more robust. In the month the website was live, 2,157 residential customers and 49 non-residential customers visited the site, more than double the response achieved by a similar-sized electricity distribution company relying on a workbook landing page. 1,358 customers completed the DSP survey of the IDST. more than a 10-fold increase over the workbook completion of the 3 electricity distribution companies whose workbooks we assessed. The average engagement time was 25.7 minutes per visitor, far less than the time required to complete a workbook or attend a focus group meeting, but sufficient time to think through the components of the DSP and provide meaningful input. Engagement rate was 20 times greater than comparable programs. The quality of customer input derived through IDST surpasses that gathered through traditional brochures, opinion surveys, focus groups, and workbooks. If you want to learn more about how you can increase customer engagement using interactive decision support technology, contact either Sarah Thorne at Decision Partners or Virginia.Pribanic at MedRespond.